From Messi's magic to Icardi's scandal, these stories unveil the darker side of the beautiful game. Here are the 20 most disrespectful moments in football history. 20. Messi. And at number 20, we have the time Messi made all MLS players seem like amateurs. The ball was transferred into Jordi Alba, who sent it to Messi with a fantastic bicycle kick. Then Messi made an effort for it, and did so beautifully. He assisted the goal with a fantastic touch from the outside of his right foot. 19. Dennis Odoi. Leo makes it seem simple, as does Dennis Odoi, who gave his opponent the cold shoulder. Dennis pivoted and handled the ball with his shoulder, effectively moving it around the opponent and continuing his run towards the goal. A fantastic play. That was disrespectful, but do you know what is more disrespectful? Our number 18 moments. 18. Hulk. Hulk kicked the ball really hard from the middle of the field, and it went super fast at 67.1 miles per hour. The goalkeeper couldn't react in time, and the ball zoomed into the net like a speedy bullet. 17. Pepe. Now, at number 17, we must discuss Pepe since, in 2012, he degraded the GOAT. He intentionally trod on Lionel Messi's hand. Barcelona players were enraged and wanted Pepe sent off, but the referee missed it, therefore Pepe escaped unpunished. Pepe certainly got lucky there. 16. Steven Berghuis. But Steven Berghuis was not so fortunate since he knocked out a supporter. No violence is never the solution to a problem, but according to accounts, the fan was calling his friend Brian Robbie some really offensive slurs, which I would not repeat. The fan never filed charges, but Berghuis was punished by Ajax and apologized publicly. 15. Roger Guedes. At no 15, we have Roger Guedes, and the world was horrified when videos of him being tormented by his own teammates surfaced online in 2017. The bullying became so extreme that Guedes decided to leave the group. So, 4 years later, when he confronted the people who had wrapped him up like this, he finally got his revenge. 14. Eric Cantona fan attack. There are no words to describe these behaviors other than shocking. Poor tackles and players colliding on the pitch are one thing, but former Manchester United, Sheffield Wednesday, and Leeds United striker Eric Cantona went into the crowd and attacked a supporter. Cantona was strolling by the supporter at the moment after being sent off for a risky kick on an opponent. He was eventually suspended for 9 months. 13. Paolo Di Canio, pushing referee. Next up on the list is Paolo Di Canio. Di Canio was displeased with the official's decision to show him a red card, but he received an 11-game penalty for pushing him. The most difficult decision in this video may be determining which is more pathetic, the referee's wobble and subsequent collapse, or Arsenal fullback Nigel Winterburn nearly soiling himself as he believes Di Canio is going to rain blows doun on him as well. 12. El Hadji Diouf, spitting at, well, everybody. Perhaps it's a good thing there's no footage of the actual occurrence. Instead, you may listen to Craig Burley, a Scottish football analyst and former midfielder, speak in grim tones about Senegalese free agent El Hadji Diouf. The former Liverpool, Bolton, and Rangers player courted controversy wherever he went, but his tendency for spitting guaranteed he was not only disliked, but actively detested by the majority of the watching public in the UK. He spit at Celtic supporters while wearing Liverpool red. He did the same to Portsmouth defender Arjan Desailly when playing for Bolton, and he accomplished a hat trick of disgusting actions against Blackpool while playing for Doncaster. It's perhaps not surprising that no team has offered him a new contract then. 11. Sol Campbell. Signing for Arsenal from Spurs' Sol Campbell, a former Tottenham Hotspur defender, informs fans on national television that he would stay with the club before moving for arch-rivals Arsenal a few days later. He is not the first or last player to do so, but to blatantly tell supporters he will be at the club and then go to the team at the bottom of their list for him to join. Well, that just smacks of disrespect for the people who idolized him and effectively gave the club money to cover his wages. And with that, we have entered the top 10. So let's try to take the level of disrespect to a whole new level. Just wait until you see the top 3, but first, 10. Disgraceful Chelsea fans. Disgraceful Chelsea supporters. Boo. 1 minute silence. Disrespectful is not the appropriate term here. The depravity, lack of humility, and totally terrible behavior on display here are from Chelsea fans during the 2012 FA Cup semi-final versus Tottenham, who booed constantly during a 1 minute silence in commemoration of the Hillsborough disaster victims.
To join us in respectfully observing a moment's silence. The referee will blow his whistle to indicate both the start and finish of this moment's silence. Thank you.
Nobody should have to go to a football match and not return home, regardless matter whether they favor the side or despise the other team. In this case, Chelsea fans' mocking of those who died while supporting their favorite side demonstrates a complete lack of understanding of the situation. This also applies to any supporters who fail to show the due respect to victims of the Bradford, Ibrox, Heysel, or Munich disasters. 9. Ronaldo. Now for number 9, we have to speak about the moment Ronaldo made a mature man uneasy about his stature. Ronald and Florence were face to face during a match, and Ronaldo kept saying, "Midget, you are too short and speak too much." What's Ronaldo talking about? Florence is around 5 and 8. That's quite typical, right? 8. Joey Barton. Joey Barton in general does not require much explanation given how recently it occurred. Joey Barton, QPR's current midfielder, faces a 12-match punishment for his actions on the final day of 2011-12. Previously, he spent a jail sentence for assault in a fray, attacked teammate Ousmane Debo in training, inserted a cigar into a young teammate's eye, and knocked Morten Gamps Pedersen off the pitch. It's unclear why he is still pursuing a career as a Premier League footballer. 7. David Abraham. Coming at number 7, we have David Abraham, who did something utterly disrespectful. During a Bundesliga game, David Abraham knocked over the Freiburg coach, Christian Streich. Boy, that tackle was nasty. And for that, David received a nasty €25,000 fine and a 7-week suspension for this. 6. Mito. At position 6, Mito embarrassed his own coach by declining to be replaced. Mito was shouting, "Why?" to team coach Hassan Shahada non-stop. Although it was obvious that Mito didn't want to be substituted, the coach had the last say, and that decision had to have been honored. Following much drama, Mito left the field. The coach was correct though, as his replacement scored the game-winning goal 2 minutes later. Egypt's coach started pointing at himself during the celebration as a sign that he was right, and Mito celebrated as well. This incident got so infamous that it got even remade in an Egyptian movie, but Mito was banned from playing for the Egyptian team for 6 months. 5. Nuri. We have something special for the 5th most impolite moment, a fake shot that caused such a stir that media discussed it for days. It still pains me that Nuri will never be able to play football again due to the cardiac attack he had in 2017, but he usually lets his feet do the talking. 4. Richarlison. Richarlison had just provided his first assist for Spurs on August 28, 2022, when Nottingham Forest played Spurs. As a result, he became smug and began abusing the Forest players. Oh no, I also wouldn't tolerate that degree of rudeness. 3. Andre Onana. We are now among the top 3 disrespectful incidents in football history as a result. Let's begin with an incident that made Andre Onana a household name. Sadly for the Cameroonian custodian, Florian Satoka had other ideas after losing the 2023 Champions League final and moving to Manchester United. He was hoping to make his debut clean. Satoka scores a fantastic goal from a great distance, seemingly out of nowhere. Well, that was certainly not a great beginning for Onana. 2. Icardi. However, unlike Icardi, at least he didn't destroy his closest friend's wife. Icardi's greatest childhood dream was to play with his idol, Maxi Lopez, in the major leagues. He eventually made it to Sampdoria's first squad after years of training, and he and Lopez became close friends. The two were inseparable and became best friends over dinners, parties, and vacations. However, Lopez was unaware of what was going on since his wife Wanda and Icardi were quite close. She emailed Icardi when he was traveling to the US, asking him to bring her an iPad when he got back. It was a very benign exchange at first. Icardi, who frequently communicated with Lopez, was taken aback that she had contacted him at all. Furthermore, is it only for the iPad, or was she trying to find a way to attract his attention? In any case, he had the iPad and was enjoying her company. However, when Icardi joined them for a family holiday, things rapidly got out of hand. Wanda surreptitiously crept to the second story to view Icardi when they were sailing about on a yacht. She revealed her emotions for Lopez to him and informed him that she no longer loved him. After learning about it, Lopez promptly filed for divorce in November 2013, and she wed Icardi just 5 months later. And like that wasn't painful enough, Icardi actually tattooed the names of Lopez and Wanda's children on his arm. No wonder why Lopez refused to shake his hand when they clashed on the pitch. 1. Ibrahimovic. Zlatan's career is full of disrespectful moments. Oh yeah. In addition to being insane, this man has shown himself to be among the greatest strikers in history. Slapping individuals, attempting kung fu kicks on teammates, cursing on national TV, and even yelling at reporters are just a few examples. Even though most people don't think positively of impolite people, Zlatan has managed to build his reputation on being disrespectful, who, after all, would accept a jersey from LeBron James, sign it, then return it to him. Let's not overlook the time either. One of the best boxers of all time, Canelo Alvarez, was threatened with death. Zlatan is still adored by tens of millions of people despite all of those things. And that wraps up our journey through the 20 most disrespectful moments in football history. If you found these moments shocking, or if you have other instances in mind, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more football content, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for joining us.